Hi boys and girls. Okay, today is Monday, February 9th, and I decided to do a little recording. So, for several reasons. One, so you can see what I look like, for those of you who don't know. And for those of you who do know, you can still enjoy my fantastic appearance. It is raining like hell, which has been going on now for about a week, and we're supposed to get 2 or 3 more days of it, and then it's supposed to dry out for a week, which if you live in Oregon you know that's strictly a dream. But the reason I'm recording this, oh, by the way, for you who don't know me, my name is Bill Bennett. For those of you who do know me, I'm Clint Eastwood and just got skinnier and older, or younger. Anyhow, people that have MS know the thrill that we have, the fun that we have. Also, they know the anguish and the pain that we have. But most of the people who know us really don't know our sense of humor, which is very perverse at times, but we do that for one simple reason: laughing, smiling, joking, whatever along those lines makes it easier for us to take. The nice part about MS is it comes up with fantastic opportunities for humor at the least expected times. For example, those of you who don't know it, I am a Mormon, but not one of the best. I'm probably classified as Jack Mormon or whatever. That means that I believe in the LDS Church, but I also am not one of the best people there is in it, and I go to church, but our services run 3 hours long. Now, for somebody with MS sitting on a wooden pew for 3 hours, or depending on classroom, etc., etc. Anyhow, that dog don't hunt. So, yesterday was a phenomenal day for humor. It was raining. At 1 o'clock it looked like it was going to continue forever, and everybody was going to have to start seeing if Noah had room on the ark. I already had the deer in the backyard wanting to see if they could get inside the backyard shed or in the garage or under the trees. Anyhow, let's go to church. 1 o'clock, LDS Church begins. At 2 o'clock, after the last speaker and the last hymn was sung, they have the benediction. The benediction is someone giving a final prayer for that particular session. Now, the LDS Church is one that loves humor. Yesterday I really think they might have enjoyed part of it, but then it got, maybe. Let's start with, at 2 o'clock, Mona and I were getting ready to exit the pew that we were in. I stood up and then helped her stand up so she could use her walker. She's, by the way, Mona's 78 years old next week, and she uses a walker to walk with. She has Alzheimer's. She also has some physical impairments. But anyhow, the last amen was said for that session. I get up, extend my hand to Mona to help her up, and then I reach in to grab my crutches. Well, reaching in to grab my crutches, I got one, and I started to put it on. You can see they're forearm crutches. I put that one on and started to put my left one on, and it dropped. As it started to drop, the other one, my hand let loose. Pure MS. Fun things. And I went down. Okay, I managed to catch myself on the pew. Now, getting a hold of the pew, as I was starting to fall, we say things when we're not expecting to because our body does it, not us. It's not working up here. So I'm falling down, I yell, Jesus Christ! Everybody, you know, it sounded like one of the old-time revivals down in the South, in a tent revival. Jesus Christ, He's saved. Well, Jesus Christ, everybody said amen. That was cool. However, I don't think the son of a bitch that followed it really impressed a whole lot of people. The bishop kind of looked at me like, huh? I just smiled and said, MS. And they laughed. Well, all of us who have MS know the embarrassing situations that we have. But they are humorous if you look at them. This morning, sitting at breakfast after I made Mona her breakfast, I rehashed yesterday in church. And then I took on the accent of a Southern Baptist preacher in a tent revival, and I'm going, can I get a Jesus Christ? And she started laughing. She knew what I was talking about. And then I said, of course, the son of a bitch doesn't work right after that. And she laughed even harder. So we look for laughter wherever we can get it. We do our best to make our lives humorous. And that's, I always say that I'm thankful that I have MS. It gives me my sense of humor. It causes me to laugh. And the people that are involved with our family, the almost 4,200 now of the national, actually worldwide group that we have established, the MS Stumble and Fall Society. It's a family. It's a family affair. We enjoy each other. We cause each other to laugh. But we also share the pain, and we also share fear at times. And that's where we have a problem. Newcomers particularly, and newcomers I mean someone who has just been diagnosed, although for years they've wondered why the hell they're falling. They're tripping over things like air, or the backdraft of a cat that runs across in front of them. Cigarette butts is a good thing to trip over. We have learned over the years holding things and drinking is not one of our better choices of activity. Oh, by the way, this is some pretty good stuff. It's Gatorade. That's one of the few things I drink. The other's water. But anyhow, we want to try to get the new people who are just being diagnosed, or they have discovered they're going to go for another test or see another doctor. Fear becomes a major factor in their life. The best way to think of fear is false, as in F, E is evidence, A appearing, R real. False evidence appearing real. Fear. We have people who are going for their hearings with an attorney or without an attorney for disability. They usually get the notification a month, maybe 2 months in advance. That is one of the worst things that the Social Security people do. They notify you that far in advance so you learn how to fear. And it builds up anxiety. You can't sleep at night. You don't know what to do. Well, not knowing what to do is real simple. Aside from having MS, since I was diagnosed in 1988, so that makes 27 years, I've been trying to find out what the hell was wrong with me for about 15 to 20 years before that. But anyhow, that's a problem. Fear. It's brought on by not knowing, and you allow your mind to play mind games with you. Oh my goodness, what's going to happen when we go to trial? Well, going to trial is a matter of usually a judge, or they just may call them the panelist, or the lead panelist. Usually have 4 or 5 other people sitting there also, and it's sometimes just you against 4, 5, 6, 7 people, or your attorney that's standing there with you. And it's intimidating. It scares the crap out of you. Well, standing in front of a semi on an interstate that's coming at you at about 40 miles an hour to 100 miles an hour, that should scare the crap out of you. Standing in front of 6 people who actually have control of your income for the rest of your life shouldn't really scare you, because you can appeal and appeal and appeal. If it doesn't go the way you want, keep appealing. Eventually they're going to get sick of seeing your ugly ass, and they're going to settle for you on your behalf. Now, I use a lot of profanity, but it is just me. Aside from being 27-year diagnosed sufferer of MS, I'm celebrating this week my 33rd year of total complete sobriety. I've been a member of AA for 33 years. That is where we're going to go with this little program right now. I'm in the process of, along with Trevor Foster and Sally Nutter and a few other people, we're establishing a program to have sponsors, people who will help us, people who you can call, almost like AA. If you're having a problem, you need somebody to talk to. You don't need to sit there and look at a wall. You don't need to stand up and fall down and go, Jesus Christ, and then you start laughing. No, my friends, you need to have somebody to talk to. Now, what I want you all to do, if you haven't already, is think about becoming involved in our program. We also are going to have state supervisors, or I call them marshals for one particular reason. They're going to be in charge of a state, and they're going to have people in each county and hopefully each city helping them out so that they can help you out. So we have information on who to contact for emergencies or for help or for needed care. Not like the National MS Society, who doesn't tell you crap. And I am very angry. Not angry. Angry is just giving somebody free space in my head, and I don't have room for that. I got too much crap built up in my head over 73 years. My head's a cesspool of information. There is so much shit up there you can't believe it. I don't. Anyhow, the program we're going to do is we're going to have somebody who is in charge of each state, who will help people, or people will help them by becoming in charge of a county or a city or a community, so that they find the information, so that if Ralph, anybody, calls and says, I need to find a doctor. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to have a list of doctors who we know do good things. See, I have a problem with doctors. I have a PhD, but as the MD doctors say, PhDs are nothing compared to the studies that they do and the things that they know. Well, most doctors are as full of shit as a Christmas goose. They wouldn't know MS if it barked at them, jumped up, and bit them in the ass. That's the reason they keep saying, well, we don't know what causes it. We don't know how to cure it. We don't know, but we're trying. That brings me up to something that I wrote an article the other day on that extremely drives me nuts. I have received, and I know several other people have, notifications from various people, we can cure MS. We cure MS. We have cured MS. That is what's called bullshit. They don't know what MS is, they can't cure it. It's like saying you got a migraine, take 2 aspirin, call me in the morning. Same shit, different day. Here's the problem. People believe it. And we have to make sure they don't believe it. Because belief in a snake oil charlatan can do one thing. It can rape your mind, it can rape your health, it can kill you. Because all of a sudden you're going to start reaching for straws. Straws don't do anything except suck air. So, if you find on one of your emails or one of your websites somebody saying they can cure MS, tell me about it. Tell our family about it so that we can stop these bastards. And if my profanity is bothering you, tough. I believe in George Patton's philosophy. If you want somebody to understand something, give it to them down and dirty. They'll remember it. They'll act on it. Now, at times I stand without these damn things because they get awkward and I start to lean forward and start to trip. So, we're going to have this. And what we're going to do is we're going to consider what we need to do if we get somebody who is trying to sell us snake oil. Usually we don't have snakes to oil, but we have people that are trying to con us. On my website or on our family page, I forbid things being sold, and I have a lot of members who get angry at that. Well, the reason I forbid things being sold is if you sell something, you have to pay for it. And on the internet, if you have to pay for it, you're going to use a Visa, MasterCard, Discover Card, American Express, or any of 100 others. Or you're going to give them your checking account number. That's like saying, here, take my money, I'm going to bend over, please use little grease when you try to screw me, okay? Do not, and I repeat, do not allow a snake oil salesman to take your money and subsequently your life. So, with that all said, I'm just going to do a slight pan around, show you a little bit about my house and a couple of the cats. Right over here on the couch is Thump-a-Dump. Now Thump is right there. He's what's called a tuxedo by his coloring. Thump is 30 inches, well 32 inches from tip of the nose to tip of the tail. There's Tink. And then right outside here, that big ball of brown fur out there is one of the fawn. See if we can get her to turn around. It's raining like hell, and what they are is under the eaves so that they don't get wet. And then that, of course, is my fireplace that's going and it keeps the place warm. These are a particular scene is a prize-winning photo that I did in 1991. Excuse me, 2001. And that one in there on the wall, that one's called Doesn't Snow, Just Frost Your Ass. That's our dog Gomer, who is now deceased. This prize winner is called Winter Beauties, A Dream of the Past. And let's go meet the other two before the camera batteries run out. Oh, by the way, if you ever saw The Quick and the Dead with Gene Hackman and the other people in it, I did the fire control on that particular movie. There's Poopadoo. Her name is Lucy. She's 19 years old, well, 19 and a half. And this is the baby bus. And the battery just went dead. Have a good time.